No evidence presented by President Trump in that morning interview about the jobs data somehow being rigged, as he's been saying. Doug Flynn joins us on this, co-founder at Flynn Zito Capital Management. Good to see you, Doug. The issue I think that Trump gets himself into with these types of comments is that the reason he asked about antiquated is because that's what Joe Kernan brought up. And for background, and people don't watch, Kernan is a Trump guy. He's a very big fan of Trump. It's obvious. Yeah. And, so he was trying to say, listen, if there's a problem with the way these jobs numbers are gathered, is it antiquated? Because it seems to me probably is. I mean, we're doing these old surveys that people don't respond to at a high rate. And maybe we should make some changes in that, which is a totally different question, right, than saying the whole thing's somehow rigged, because to me, you say that, now he puts some guy in there, and how do we trust that it's not one of his cronies? I mean, there's no evidence it's rigged to me.
No, and I mean, those are Trump's words all the time. He always takes everything to the extreme, and so rigged is a catch-all for that. There are problems with this. And a quick example of it, not only just the way that they gather the data, which is harder to do, if you look at it, every time it comes out, we tout it like it's the gospel, and then they go back and they revise it last month and the month before that. Sometimes that gets news. But then each September 9th coming up, they also do a further annual preliminary revision. So you've already revised them, now you revise them again. And then they do a final revision in February of the following year. So I think what he's saying is, how many revisions do you really need if this information is accurate from the start? And if it's not,
because they got to come up with a better way of making it accurate from the start.
Yes,
exactly. I mean, like, it's been, make it a requirement that online, some secure system, you have to respond. Because the problem is people don't respond, right? And that's why they got to go back and revise because someone didn't respond. So
correct. I think that's really what this comes down to, is that there are problems with the data. It moves around too much. It was very volatile this last week, so I think that's what sent them over the edge. But that going right to the word rigged is just a way to get everybody all up in arms about it. But obviously, there's some adjustments that need to be made. Let's put it at that.
His next thing is debanking. I don't know if we have time to. I got to get a break in, but that's another. His point, real quick. Do you think there's anything to this? Or they go after conservatives, the banks. So they don't treat them fairly.
There's also not a lot of evidence of that per se, and the banks are denying it up and down. The banks are saying, we're just following the federal regulations, and it was regulatory overreach. So that's coming down if they're decreasing regulations. But I think let's get everybody on a level playing field. Let's not penalize the banks for lending to anybody that's legitimate, regardless of what you believe in. I think that works on both sides. So perhaps if more lending happens, that's the goal.
More on that to come. Thank you, Doug.